All right, we should be live by now. As always, let me know how I sound. Let me know how the music is. All that stuff. We have an exciting one today, but I will wait till I make sure we're live before I start talking about the Glowbro, as I will be calling it. Galarian Slowbro, Glowbro, Glow King, of course, is a classic on the channel and in the tier. Fantastic Pokemon. But today, we're building around Glow King's less royal sibling. So, yeah, please like the stream. We'll get this off on the right foot if you're here. Okay. So this, let me quickly check my notes here. I want to make sure I credit this idea correctly, because this was a very interesting idea that was sent to me. And I know you're probably thinking right now, what are you talking about, Pinkacross? This is just like, it's a Pokemon, like it's not that group. But here's, okay, so idea by Leonardo Barbosa. Okay, and here's the idea. So Galarian Slowbro is this idea is just so cool. When I oh wait, hold on. There's another thing at the end, long name here. We got that too. Okay, so Galarian Slowbro is a very, very, very interesting Pokemon. And here's something really cool. How Quick Draw and Quick Claw work is that it has a chance to move first in its priority bracket. What that means is it is not a priority move. So let's say you have the slowest Pokemon ever. Like, actually, this is pretty close to that exact thing, but let's say you have a level 1 Pokemon using Quick Attack against this Slowbro, but it gets its Quick Draw or its Quick Claw. That level 1 Pokemon Quick Attack is going to move first. This is not a priority move. It is a kind of a pseudo priority, but it is still moving in that priority bracket. Kind of like a Custap Berry. It functions like a Custap Berry. And in that, it works in Psychic Terrain. So the idea that Leonardo Barbosa Teles probably, that seems kind of Spanish. Leonardo Barbosa Teles, I think, I don't know. I'm doing my best here. Okay, so. Oh, we got Leonardo in the chat. That's funny. So, but no, like, even if the idea doesn't go well, which I'm not super expecting it to because it's Psychic Terrain, I think it has a chance. I think it has a chance of going better than going like really well. But I'm maybe like, I think there's like a 20% chance this idea just pops off and goes crazy. Like a 40% chance it's like okay, and a 40% chance this just goes like awful. That's my quick estimate. But we use, Psychic Surge. Obviously, full Psychic Terrain is, in my opinion at the moment, well, I don't know. I still feel like indeed he can maybe be viable outside of just Psychic Terrain. But, and here's the other thing. Expanding Force. So, when this thing is in Psychic Terrain, you can get essentially priority Expanding Forces. Okay? And nothing can outspeed you with like Sucker Punch, Extreme Speed, whatever, because that's priority. But if you get the Quick Draw, Quick Claw, you will be faster than everything, and it will work in Psychic Terrain. And here's the other really cool thing about this, right? Rillaboom, someone said, I honestly thought Quick Claw was banned. Yeah, I kind of thought so too, but I checked and it is not. If we look here. Yeah, well, I guess you can't see all of it, but actually, no, you can't see all of it on your screen. Yeah, nope, nothing wrong with the Quick Claw. I have to put in moves and EVs, but no Quick Claw problems. So, yeah, this would allow you to basically, it eliminates priority, which is one of the main things that limits Galarian Slowbro. And yeah, it's going to be really strong because it gets Expanding Force. So I thought this kind of connection that was made here between Psychic Surge and the fact that it got Expanding Force and the fact that it worked in terrain was a really cool connection by Leonardo that I had not thought of. Actually, Brazilian. Ah, okay. So the first pronunciation was closer. Delis. Okay. Or closer. Not correct necessarily, but closer. Okay, interesting. Okay, so, and here's the other great thing about this. This also helps with one of the biggest weaknesses of Psy-Spam, which is Rillaboom, right? This has priority moves, and it, cuts through terrain. Usually, if you see a Rillaboom, that's it. Curtains, lights out, you're done. But the fact that this Slowbro has a strong matchup into Rillaboom is really, really nice as well. So I feel like Galarian Slowbro actually has just a ton of positive synergy with the Psychic Terrain archetype as a whole. And I'm really curious to see how this works out. And, it might be terrible. It's a possibility, but I'm curious to see how this goes. And as far as the set goes, we want to go Nasty Plot on this. It does get that, which is hilarious. And I'm thinking Surf and Flamethrower. Now, I think this thing does get the more inaccurate versions of this. I think it also gets, like, you could run, like, Fire Blast, and I think probably Hydro Pump as well. Yeah, you could run Fire Blast, Hydro Pump. I don't think we really need to, and I want to go Terra Water on this. Generally, Water's a good defensive Terra type. Allows you to get past... get out of a lot of weaknesses, KO a lot of stuff, extra damage on Surf for things like Tinglu, Garganackle, whatever. And yeah, this set pretty much smokes the entire tier. The one exception being Hisuian Samurott. Now, I will say Hisuian Samurott is also kind of already a nightmare for Psychic Terrain teams, so that's definitely something to consider. We might be... Okay, Quick Claw banned in NU because of Galarian Slowbro. Interesting. You know what I'm surprised is that this Pokemon is PU. Like, that's shocking to me. I would have thought even, like, it would at least still be like NU or maybe even RU just because, like, it's a regenerator Pokemon. Like, it could still run Assault Vest and just run attacks and be like a regenerator Pokemon. And yet, but I don't know. That's just weird to me. If I'm doing probability math correctly, the odds of Glowbro moving first is about 44%. Yes, you are correct. I haven't done the calculation. It'd be pretty simple though. It'd just be like the odds of it not moving times the odds of it not. So yeah, it'd be 0.8 times 0.7. If I'm not tripping here. Well, hold on. Maybe Maybe I'm thinking about this wrong. I need to get out a piece of paper, which is it's a simple probability problem, but I don't know. Sometimes you just need to write it out. Anyway, though, yeah, I think it's 44%. I've heard that a lot, so I'm pretty sure it's 44%. So not bad at all. Someone says also suggestion for the EV and IV spread: quiet min speed, so you always move first versus Trick Room squads. That is, I don't know about that. So I was thinking about actually maybe even going speedy so we can outpace certain slow threats. Probably not worth it, to be honest. But I think I still want to outspeed like opposing Glow King. But I don't know, it'd be nice to outspeed some walls. It really would be. Pinka, is it chill to copy the teams you make on stream? I don't think I'm capable of making a Glowbro team that works in OU. Absolutely. All stream teams I put in the description so they can be copied. Well, some of them I tell you not to use because they're terrible, but I never have a problem with, like, people taking teams. That is, they're all there. Every team that I use in background footage and videos, every team I build on streams, they're all in the description for that. Okay, so also, someone said, could Shell sidearm fit over Flame to hit Aatrot and still hit Rilla? So the problem with that is Kingambit, right? Kingambit is kind of everywhere and it doesn't hit that so well. I mean, we could check like Snow and then like Goldengo too. It's, yeah, I feel like you kind of need Flamethrower. we'll we'll see. I mean, we'll see. So it says, yo, I got a hella fun belly drum set for this. Yeah, we're not going with belly drum. Like I trust me, I see how that would work. I've thought about belly drum Glowbro before. Drain punch Zen belly drum. It's, trust me, it sounds hilarious, but yeah, we're gonna go a different direction. But actually, that's an interesting idea. I should write that down. You know, I think I can think of some pretty funny cheese with that. You'll see the cheese. I'll probably put it in a video later. It'll be funny. I might do like a part 2 to that gimmick thing. People did seem to enjoy that one. Okay. Anyway, let's lock back in here. So, psychic terrain. So I'll just kind of put this here. Yes. Quick claw plus quick draw works in psychic terrain. I know everyone right here knows it, but I think people new joining will be asking that a ton. So let's just kind of get that out of the way. Does Bro get Focus Blast? Yes, it does. 99% of gamblers quit before Galarian Slowbro hits first. This Pokemon hits first like all the time. It's kind of wild, but I mean, like we might use it and just be like, yeah, this thing just isn't worth it, or we might be like, holy, this is actually like weirdly like we give it enough tries and it's kind of consistent. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I feel like generally this Pokemon works best on screens, so I'm not opposed to trying it again on screens. I think those like it just works well there too. But it seems like Psychic Terrain is a really cool application for it as well. So, yeah, if it doesn't work well today, this is not the end of Glowbro. I think this is a cool Pokemon, and I like it. But yeah, we'll keep our mind open. All right. So, I think, yeah, modest max seems fine. I'll go 4 in speed just for like AV Glow King that didn't invest, I guess. I mean, that's about all we can really outpace. It's so slow. I think I'm trying to think if going them in speed for Trick Room teams is worth it. I'm looking at this thing's speed stat and I'm honestly thinking it is. I think Leonardo is correct on that. So what I'm going to do is go, yeah, we'll go minus speed on this. And what is the slowest thing Trick Room teams themselves are typically running these days? Like, I guess Torkoal sometimes. Not really anything I can do about that. That's actually legitimately slower, I'm pretty sure. Torkoal's like 20 speed, right? Yeah, Torkoal is actually just like super slow. What does Quick Draw do? 30% chance that you get the Quick Claw effect. That's pretty much it. It's a built-in, slightly better Quick Claw. Well, actually, a little bit more than slightly better. Yes, I did hear Shodex also has a built-in notepad. Wasn't aware of that, but I like this one. It's good. So, okay, what... Let's see. Yeah, so, okay, let's see. Who can remember what is the slowest thing TR teams are typically... Is it like, it's not, surely not Ursaluna. There's got to be something slower than that. Hatter... Oh, well, yeah, we can't underspeed that either. Is it min speed Ursaluna? It's fine. We'll go minus speed, but I don't want to go 0. Let's go like 5 or something, so we outspeed, you know, other Glow King. Yeah, because Hatterene gets down to like something crazy low. Yeah, it's actually, no, it's only 1 speed, but yeah, we're still not going to outpace it if it doesn't want to. But the fact that we outspeed no speed hat, I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about the Trick Room thing. I'm going to... We'll see. I might regret this, but I'm going to go 4 speed for now, and we'll start with this. And I think, yeah, Terra Water Surf, I think, is the right move here. Quick Claw is only 20% correct. Quick Claw is 20%. Quick Draw is 30%. Together, I'm pretty sure they're 44. Okay, and then we've got DD, Terrain Extender. We'll go with typical set on this. So, talking about Psychic Terrain, potential support, and potential abuse, which is actually, this sounds kind of bad. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, abusers and support. I'm like, let's maybe phrase that a different way. Potential members. Let's go with that. What's another word for that? I gotta start like finding another word for that in my videos. Because I wonder if me saying abusers so many times every time I talk about like rain in a video is like flagging it or something. Probably not, but if you have any ideas of substitute words, let me know. Bognor, thank you very much for the £2 saying 1 a.m. for me, but gotta support. Always much, much appreciated. Okay, so potential support here. Hatterene is always a Psy-Terrain classic. I would say, yeah, Iron Treads is definitely one as well. To a lesser extent, Great Tusk, but you see it around. Mousehold, you see that around for sure. Hawlucha, that's definitely out there. So the thing, Psy-Terrain is a lot of it is focused on keeping hazards off the field. So like these teams hate Hisuian Samurott. That's kind of one of their trademarks. They hate Hisuian Samurott. So these Pokemon can all help with removal, which is the bit like people you do indeed. I've seen SD defog Hawlucha on these teams, and it's not necessarily even a bad idea. I think that's, yeah. Respectable beneficiaries, benefactors. That's good. Yeah. Benefactors. Let's go with that. I think that's a legal term that kind of means something else, but I feel like people will get the idea. Beneficiaries, yeah, that's not bad either. Also, I think a legal term. Ace, ooh, yes. Can't forget that one. It's a good note as well. Cinderace, yes. Okay. What else? Are there any other common support Pokemon that I'm missing? Benefactors is the opposite. Oh, okay, so we go beneficiaries. Wow. Okay. Well, this is convoluted. Anyway, I think those are the major supporters. Conkeldurr hits Sammy and has defog. No. So Conkeldurr's there's one singular reason you would use Conkeldurr, and one only, and that is it has priority. It has Mach Punch. It's the reason you use it over something like Ursaluna. And it can't use Mach Punch. We also don't want to be defogging terrain away, generally. Okay, so let's see here. The big one as far as the beneficiaries here, Armarouge. This is, I think, a mandatory Pokemon to add. You basically, like, I think, especially after the tragic loss of Terrablast, Poltegeist, which I'm going to be honest, that's one of the ones I don't really miss. Poltegeist was pretty irritating to me. But like at the same time, it's a little bit sad to see it go. But yeah, this is, I think, by far the strongest. So we're gonna go with weakness policy, and I think I'm a fan of Aura Sphere, especially Slowbro kind of needs help with Aatrot and to a lesser extent T-Tar. Expanding Force, Armor Cannon, and Endure, so you can take advantage of this weakness policy. Armarouge is weak to so much, and if you switch in at the right moment, you can get +2 speed and +2 special attack, and you just go insane. It's an absolute blast. It's a fun time for the whole family. Okay, so I don't think we have to. I think with wow. I think you actually. I think the tragic thing is I think you kind of have to go timid on these guys. Otherwise, I don't think you outspeed Ival, but we can check up on that. Armarouge. Sure, go with this. Like, oh, that's Armaldo. Okay, UU. Okay, sure. Valiant. Okay, so 546 and a +2. Timid. Oh, it's an exact tie. So honestly, let's just go greedy then. Well, that's foolish, isn't it? Yeah, we probably want to go timid. We'll see how we probably go timid, and I feel like to Terra fighting or to Terra psychic, that is the question. You could go Ceruledge over Rouge, a bit more tryhard. Like, no, it's worse. It doesn't take advantage of psychic terrain. What are you talking about? Well, it's not about theme. It's about like what is good. It's kind of like on a rain team. It's like if you really want to try hard, get rid of that Barraskewda and put on like a Samurott. It's like, well, no. Anyway, maybe I'm not understanding the idea. Maybe I've misrepresented or something. But no, we're not going to put a Ceruledge on here. This is really good in psychic terrain. Ceruledge is not that good. I think Hatterene is kind of a no-brainer. I feel like we kind of just need that. The eject button hat is a classic. And let's see, what else? Do we want to go... These last two slots, I feel like we need one more supporter and one more beneficiary. I gotta find a shorter name for that. Like a 6-syllable word is just not gonna do if I'm repeating that in the video. Yeah, like side terrain is a pretty cut and dry archetype. There's not a lot to it, really. You put the sweeper on and you make it do the thing. You click the attacks. If you use electric terrain too, Iron Leaves gets a 156 BP stab move. That's a good one. Yeah, I don't know. User? Well, that doesn't make sense. You call something a user of a move when it, like, uses it. I say, like, rain users. Be like, what are you talking about? They using Rain Dance? Benefiters? I don't know if that's a word. Anyway, though, okay, let's see. Like, a ground type would be nice. Stealth Rock would be nice. So that kind of make me lean toward treads, but then... like, I could see a booster treads being good here. I like scale shot mons on side terrain. Valid. It's valid. We do have a real ground. We have a weakness to like every type in the world, but you know, let's see. I mean, there's normal, water, electric, ground. Oh my gosh, oof. That is quite the sheet. But we don't really have to worry about any of this. It's the beauty of side terrain. Capitalizers. That's not too bad. It's 5 syllables. Eject button Tinglu is not the move, no. Tinglu is great at setting hazards, not good at keeping hazards off the field, right? It kind of ends up being a two-way street. We would rather keep hazards off the field, off both sides, than have them on both sides. But that kind of also depends on what we choose as the last abuser, though. Potential exploiters. No, we definitely could not. That is way too long. Opportunist. That's, I think, the best one we've got so far is Opportunist. I could see that. Receiver. That's an ability, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Which doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't work, but... Exploiter. I like that. Let's go with that. Cool. Okay. So also, let's just like get a few more of these down. So Halucha goes here as well. I'd call it an exploiter. Poltegeist, nerfed, but still around, still a classic. Let's see, Poltegeist. What else? What am I on about? Opportunist is also an ability, that's funny. Right, yeah, Spathra. I think it's a Spathra. Right, Deoxys Speed, yeah. That's another one I was thinking of. Iron Crown. I feel like Iron Crown's kind of weak sauce, to be honest, but we'll put it on there. I think those are the big ones, but let me let's see. Yeah, I think those are the big ones. We could go like a TR angle, which is a possibility that we could kind of pivot and turn this into a TR team. Could go with side terrain TR, which I know that's already been done and done very successfully, but this would be more like a really focused on side terrain kind of thing. Terra Psychic Darkrai is new technology. You bet it's new technology. It's new technology in the way that what was it? Juicero was new technology. It doesn't really do anything, but I'm sure someone's using it. Please nickname Slowbro Mega Man. Sure, I don't have a problem with that. And that I get the reference. I know what that name is from. So I'm not worried that it's going to be some weird something. Not that I should definitely trust Failed Boy Genius. They're a awesome supporter of the channel. Pult resists every type you need to resist, and it's Pult. So first of all, no. Ground, flying, rock, dark. Doesn't help with those. But, Bogner saying, I literally said potential exploiters, and you said it was too long? Yeah. Potential exploit. Yeah, it's the same amount of syllables as beneficiaries, which we cut out for being too long. Anyway, so yeah, there's DOS. Let's look at these. I feel like let's try to give. Let's go treads with an air balloon. And then let's go Poltergeist. I think we should give it a try. We should let Poltergeist see if it has the sauce. And then if it doesn't have the sauce, well, we get rid of it, right? So yeah, let's go focus. Let's do the classic thing: focus sash, shell smash, stored power, shadow ball, giga drain, and I think we go. I'm gonna try Terra Grass on this. I think it might help us kind of restore our focus sash. Might change to like a, might change to some kind of different set later, but this seems okay. Bogner saying you literally have written potential exploiters. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, yeah, this is, well, because it's like potential. I thought you meant using the term potential. Okay, no, I see what you mean. I see what you mean now. Yeah, my bad. I should clarify. So I woke up about an hour ago now. And I slept for a total of 2 hours. So I am probably, what is the word? Delirious. I'm doing my best to hold it together, but honestly, I might not even be streaming right now. This all might be a hallucination. So hopefully we're doing okay there. Okay, so let's do this. Let's just fill in these sets. In DD, we're going to go, obviously, Expanding Force, Encore, Healing Wish. These are classics. You got to run them. And I don't think there's any better move for the last slot than just going with, could go Trick Room, honestly. That's not the worst idea. Could go Dazzling Gleam as well. I could see the case for both. First game going to be against a Darkrai. I feel like we could be okay. First game is going to be H-Rot Darkrai. As I said, I don't think that would be necessarily the end. We could handle that. But yeah, we might switch it out for Hawlucha. We might change up some things. Strength Sap on Poltergeist with Herb and Defensive Terra type makes you less weak to Hisui and Samurott / Goldango stuff. Oh, geez. Yeah, let's start with this to give kind of Poltergeist a chance. But the problem is, like, if you're not using weakness policy stored power, I don't think it should really be on Psychic Terrain. Like, if you're using a bulkier White Herb Strength Sap set, that there's not really a benefit to using it on terrain. That's more of a screens Aurora Veil type of situation. So I'm going to try this offensive set. I agree it might be better to go with the other set, but I think we give it a go. We give it a try. Yeah, we'll go with Gleam. Well, actually, let's start with Trick Room. I don't think it'll be good. I don't think we'll end up going with it, but I want to give it a try because it's kind of the, the wackier option, and it could, it could be helpful tech. So, well, actually, we'll go with defense. Whew. So yeah, we'll go with this. We'll just go with a kind of a speedy plus HP invested. We got our Mega Man, our Slowbro here is already all set up. Armarouge is already set up. Hatterene will go, I think, Expanding Force, Nuzzle. Yeah, Expanding Force, Nuzzle, probably Healing Wish as well. I think we can go Healing Wish again. And then just yeah, honestly, Draining Kiss. Yeah, we'll go defensive on this. And yeah, 240. I feel like anyone, if you're running an eject button Hatterene, it really ought to be defensive. If it's not, that's just pretty whack, I would say. And go minus attack. Yeah, I don't think we need to make this slow. And Terra type, we'll go like dark. I think that's fine. Psychic, Fairy, Water. Okay, fine. We'll just go Ghost on this. It's kind of a classic. We might end up switching this to Booster Energy. I'm just kind of worried about how incredibly weak that makes us to ground type. Good night, Bognor. Actually, is Draining Kiss real? Yeah, it's a real move. Oh, but you're talking about Armor? No, not on Armarouge. We're not doing that. We need the power on like a bulkier Calm Mind Armarouge. Yes, I could see Draining Kiss being a thing. I think it does get Draining Kiss, right? Or am I making that up? Okay, I'm absolutely tripping out of my mind, which makes sense. Yeah, due to the sleep, of course. We are not a fan of drugs here. Okay, let's see. All right, so we got this, we got that, we're good. Okay, Quick Draw, Psychic Surge. I'm in such a state that missing an ability is fairly probable, so just making sure we've got it all. Okay, so let's go SR, EQ, Rapid Spin, and Knockoff. We obviously do not want to go Ice Spinner because we want Terrain. And yeah, I think that's it. I think we're good. Oh, Draining Kiss on Indeedee. No. It's so weak. You definitely just want to go Dazzling Gleam every time. Like, cause you're never gonna be in a spot where like, wow, you heal any substantial amount of damage, but you might be in a spot where you fail to kill a Ting-Lu or an Aatrod or whatever because, you didn't have D-Gleam. Okay. So let's see. Okay, focus, weak armor. I think we're good to go. I'm not totally sure about the Poltegeist here, but I think we just kind of give it a go, fire it off, see what happens. Hopefully you couldn't hear that water drinking. Okay, we got a dark right game one, which is kind of funny, but that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. HF. All right, so Glowbro looking not bad here. It's a Raging Bolt too. That's kind of scary. So I'm thinking we... Can Armarouge live it? Probably no. There's no way it lives a Dark Pulse. Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. Well, we're too weak to Darkrai. we need a little Halucha or something. Let's kick it off with Indeedee. Let's get that terrain going. Okay, well the Ceruledge starts, so that's actually more manageable. And there's a Kingambit there which stops the Poltegeist. So we're having a really game one is looking rough for any potential Poltegeist fans we have in the crowd. I'm gonna go into Armor Rouge here. I think that's seems like a solid move. Cool. Love to see that. Expanding Force actually does not kill. So I'm going to Endure here. Hopefully we get hit by like a Poltergeist or something. Cool. And now, so now we're super fast. This thing's probably Sash though. I'm getting that vibe. But yeah, unfortunately, what are you going to do, right? So I guess we go Poltergeist now, but it can't get past King Gambit anyway. Yeah, we're definitely getting rid of Poltergeist. It's the decision has been made. Yeah, like you just go into King Gambit here, and I've got nothing to say about it. That's rough. Okay, I mean, at least you got that. We're going to fish now because I think we need this to have a chance. And we don't get it. Oh, hold on, we lived though. That's crazy. All right, good stuff. Good stuff, Mega Man. With Healing Wish, we might be able to pull something here. Okay, so we get Dragon Pulse, makes sense. Let's EQ here. Okay, we get the Earthquake off. That's good. I wonder if we actually want to. Do we want to try to set Psychic Terrain before? No, we definitely don't. I think Rapid Spin can kill here though. Yeah, let's go for that. We're not putting a Dragapult on this team. I don't. Yeah, we're not putting a Dragapult on this team. So, okay, this is interesting. It's probably just going to Rapid Spin, which does KO me. Let me think about what the optimal sequence is here. There is a world where we Terra Ghost here, honestly. I think. How realistic is that world? How real is that world? I think not that real. Because if we Terra Ghost here, that'll allow us to shut this down with Indeedee. Does Indeedee live a Dark Pulse? I feel like no, but might as well check. Its Spit F is decent. Okay, this is actually not a bad chance to. If we get up a Trick Room, that could be good. So I feel like it also could be Life Orb, Expert Belt, Terra Dark. And there's the Flinch chance. So that chance isn't... That chance is looking a little more favorable than it would appear. So we could also go Hatterene here. That at least allows us to not expend Terra. I think this is the right sequence. I think we go Hatterene here on what I expect to be a Rapid Spin. Yep, okay, critical hit's kind of annoying. That could be relevant later. Actually, I think that's relevant immediately because now I think we still don't die. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into Indeedee here, which super dies. I'm pretty sure it had Long Rush, but let me just make sure. Yep, it does. We sack Treads now. Do we try to Healing Wish up with Hatterene? Do we try to Healing Wish up the Glowbro? That would be an interesting idea. Why are... crazy that people are saying I should TR with it. Like, this thing super does not live. We might want to go max defense on Indeedee. I think that might be a little better. I'm going to try that. We'll see. We might end up wishing we were speedy, but let's try this. Okay, yep, there's the Headlong Rush. Cool. Okay, we go... I mean, we've got to go Hat here. The question is... Do we anticipate a Terra? So here are the odds, right? We could Healing Wish here, go into the Slowbro, and just kind of hope we get bailed. Or we could, stay in with Hatterene and kind of try this angle. But if they Terra here in a way that's bad for us, we super lose. If we had TR on this, we'd be in a really good spot. Gotta make a call. I think we Expanding Force. Okay, turned out okay. Would have been better to Draining Kiss, obviously, in retrospect, but happens. So the plan now is to... Okay, they went Ivel. That's actually great for us. That is great news. I think that's great news. I feel like I just nuzzle, I would think. Well, let's go with that. Okay, Moonblast comes out, sure. We hopefully we don't die here. Knockoff has a chance to kill. The play is definitely to TR. And then we go Glowbro. Okay, we don't die. Excellent. Healing Wish time. And then I think we go in, but I'm worried. Let's see. So does Glowbro kill with a flamethrower outright? It does. That's good news. So I think we flamethrower, and then we just Terra Water Surf and hit the Darkrai twice. I think that should be good. So let's flamethrower here. We get the quick claw activation, which did not, I don't think, matter at all there. And then here, I think we should just be able to Terra Water Surf twice, and we should be good to win. Yep. Did not turn out to be Sucker Punch, so cool. Okay, GG. I know 0% of chat thought I was winning that game, so... Yeah. Got him. Also, we're actually decent ELO. I was getting some background footage not last night, this morning, with some actually like decent teams. So cool. Okay, that was good. Poltergeist sucked. Because we won, we'll give it one more chance, but I think it's the end of Poltergeist. I don't think we're seeing it. Oh, remember to like the stream if you are enjoying. Viewership's actually fantastic, which is awesome to see. Yeah, Slowbro absolutely pulled it back there, which is awesome. Okay, I think we just kick it off with Indeedee, right? I mean that. Yeah, Quick Claw is not a consumable item. Yeah, let's just kick it off with Indeedee. I'm going to Expanding Force here. I don't think you instantly go Webs. If you do, oh well, that's unfortunate for us, I guess. That does actually legitimately blow, but oh well. Okay, they got us. So that's not good. We could TR here. That could be an approach. Do we want to TR? I think we do, honestly. I think we do. Let's go for that. Okay. Let me just Expanding Force here. Cool. Okay. That went pretty well. I'm part of the 100% who thought you would not win. Gotta try out Mega Slowbro, Galar Mega Slowbro, and no, that, like, the only reason people use that is like, oh, look, it changes types and it doesn't look like it should happen, but like, it's not good. You shouldn't be using, like, quick, I mean, like, I don't think so. I don't think it's good. Okay, low key, I want to throw off an Encore here. Like the right play is probably just to go. Let's throw off an Encore. Well, no. Oh, no. We go first. Hold on. Whoa. Tripping. Let's not do that. We could stay in an expanding force. If we don't get paralyzed, that actually goes well for us. So let's go with that. And now we can encore. If we miss, that's really bad. But I think, excuse, not miss. If we, I'm going to go for it. Hopefully we don't get paralyzed. Okay, sick. We don't. That's incredible. And now we go into our, into the treads. So because of their encore, so let's see, encore. If they want to burn their Terra Ghost on this, I think I'm fine with that. Okay, they go into gold. Let's just knock off here. I don't know why I didn't process that they had like a full ghost type just kind of sitting there ready to handle us. Let's EQ. We can go, we can get up terrain first, and then we should just be able to go Poltergeist and win, I would think. We can sack, yeah, like I'm fine with sacking Dreads here. I really hope it's not a Mirror Herb Zama. That'd be one to never forget. If this turns out to be a Mirror Herb Zama. Oh boy. Okay, let's see. Does it get a speed boost? Oh no. That's so bad. How did I know too? Okay, well, let's see what we can do about this. I mean, we sack this. There's nothing left for Poltergeist. That's super like I knew there was a chance of that, but I thought it was unlikely, and I still think it's unlikely. But oh well, it happened. Let's go Arm Rouge here. Just gonna throw off an expanding force. Okay, if they had hit that, we would actually have won the game on the spot. So I really wish they hit that Stone Edge. That is actually frustrating. That is mad frustrating. Like that sucks. But okay, they can't kill us with anything here, and I don't think a Calm Mind actually gets them out. And okay, they have Draco Meteor, which changes the equation a bit. That will do it. Was that a roll, or did that... Oh, no, that... Well, actually, no, that was a roll. Yep. Okay, 62%. With miss and critical hit chance, I think it was like slightly in favor for them. So, yeah, I can't really complain too much. Do we try to nasty plot up on this now? I don't think we do. I think we just go for the expanding force. Okay, we get it. Epic. That's really good. We got the activation. No, Poltergeist here got like wrecked because of kind of an insane set. But I do feel like Poltergeist kind of stacks our weaknesses a little bit on this team, which I don't love. But okay, I'm just going to go for this again. We get it again. Oh my gosh, guys. Are you seeing this? This is kind of insane. Okay. So this is going to be the Terra user, which is the problem. I'm going to Terra Water Surf and hopefully catch it before it Terras, and sure enough, we got it. Glowbro does it again. Glowbro does it. I mean, hey. That was pretty fire. I mean, I'm going to say if it's working, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type thing. You're better off running Metronome than Giga Drain. Hey, hits Aatrot and Tinglu, all right? No, we'll give Poltergeist, because we're winning, because Poltergeist hasn't cost us the win, we'll keep giving it chances. But once it costs us, and I say once, probably not if, but once it costs us a win. Yeah, wow. Glowbro just went crazy. Why are you ignoring me? What are you saying? I saw your comment on Pokemon video. Did I comment on a Pokemon video? Oh, was that a critical hit? The one on Glamora super didn't matter. HF. Okay. This looks like a really actually a nice game for Poltergeist. This looks like a strong game for honestly a lot of our tools. I think I generally like this. We kick it off with Indeedee. Nothing crazy here. Okay, this is nice. I don't love the Heatran here. This makes things difficult for us for sure. It could be an instant Glowbro type of situation. Is SD Psychic Seed Blaziken an interesting consideration as a Hawlucha substitution? No, it is not. Okay. So, like, we could go Armarouge here and just Aura Sphere. That feels like a bad use of Armarouge. There really is no good answer here. I think the best thing... Oh, and we're facing a... what is this? Top... Oh, okay, they're like a little higher than us. That's nothing that great. But yeah, we're actually weirdly near the top ladder. OU a bit deflated at the moment. So I think Quick Claw's banned from Nat-Dex. Kind of makes sense, to be honest with you. I'm surprised it's not banned here, but I'm enjoying it. I think we go... Yeah, I think we just go Hat. Eject out. Yeah, there's the Magma Storm. Let's check the damage on that. I think that's unfortunately defense. Oh, wait, hold on. That looks like offensive, or I think it could be both. No, that is offensive. That is good news. We do not want to face a defensive Heatran. That would be tough. Okay. So here I'm just going to go for the EQ directly. I'm not going to play around, not going to do any games, not going to mess about. And okay, that did a lot. That did more than I would expect. Okay, no, that is actually in line with the defensive set. So let's just go, well, yeah, I was going to say this might just be about to pain split us, which sucks, but okay, that's fine. We just go for it again, I think. Mystical Fire shouldn't be killing us from this range. Yeah, Cynoids definitely won't be killing us from this range. Okay, we kill the Hatterene. I mean, that's a Psychic resist down, so I'm not too upset about that. Tusk enters, fine. We could set up rocks here. I think that looks okay. Okay, good rapid spin on their part. I think we now rapid spin. Go for another one. Okay, they go for the Ice Burn, which makes sense, yeah. It's a solid play there. Okay, Indeedee time. We don't die because we're defensive now. I think I just go for an Expanding Force. If it sets Stealth Rock, that's rough, but it's not unmanageable. Okay, I think it's a Hat Sack into a Terra Water Glowbro situation. I think that's our best play here. Yeah. Okay, let's go with that. Go for an Expanding Force. It's fine. I mean, yeah, like they're yeah. Okay, we get the quick claw draw. We almost kill, not quite, and unfortunately, Heatran's going to we get it again though, and go for the Expanding Force, which on upon second thought probably wasn't that good of a option to click there, but. It's fine. We'll go for the Expanding Force again. We get it 3 times in a row now. This is AV though, unfortunately. That is unfortunate for sure. Let's go for it again. Let's see if we get it again. 4 times in a row, Slowbro. That is I mean, hey, that's pretty nice. So that let's run a calc on that. So this is Assault Vest. The timing of this is so awkward. I wish we didn't have side terrain, but like 4 times in a row, gotta give it up for that. That's really nice. Now the third one did not matter, but still, 3 in a row, 3 meaningful in a row is insane. Okay. Yeah, and let's just see, is that damage in line with what we'd expect? Yeah, it is, unfortunately, so... Okay. I think Arm Rouge is the stronger breaker here. So I think what we do is we sack Poltergeist. It's got to be. But actually, it might not die here. Oh, hold on. It actually doesn't die here. Nice little Poltergeist moment for you. Nothing slow about that, bro. Ain't that the truth? Let's get the timer going here. Don't freeze me. Don't. Okay. If Poltergeist got screwed out of a decent game again, I would be, like, kind of livid. Okay, so... Yeah, I think we don't reveal that we have Giga Drain in case we face this person again with the same team, because the health, like, guaranteed will not matter. Well, how much is Omicron? Yeah, no, the health is not going to matter, so let's just go for a Shadow Ball. First, all... Oh, okay, that's true. First also didn't matter, yeah. Okay, you don't outspeed. So... Oh, we stored, right? Okay. Oh, we kill. Poltergeist, good stuff. Okay, go for that. Stone Edge. All right. I don't know. We're getting the dark arts involved up in here, but do I Trick Room and then Expanding Force twice for the win? Have we confirmed the Tusk is speedy? We did. Like, I don't think you run Ice Spinner as well, is kind of my thought process. I think TR, we could theoretically just sweep with Indeedee. Let's go for that. Okay, it's looking good. The Indeedee sweeping plan is looking good. The Trick Room's been good, by the way. This is why you test the option you doubt first. If we had Dazzling Gleam on here, we would have just all been like, oh, well, Dazzling Gleam's probably good. But it's been kind of fire. Okay, we are, like, we're kind of going crazy. I mean, it's only 3 games, but, like, I don't know, guys. OU ladder is like we are not that far. Like, we are rank 20. We're top 25 with this, which is not, like, crazy, but I mean, yeah, an Ice Spinner would have been not great there, but we still had, I think we still won. Okay, moment of reckoning has arrived because there's a T-Tar on deck. So we've got to be very, very careful. And there's also oh my god. So, okay, we got a T-Tar Rillaboom team. So we need to like lock in. I don't think we can beat this. Yeah, T-Tar and Rillaboom, that is a tall order, I'm going to be honest with you guys. But I mean, yeah, like I don't even know really how to approach this. I think what do you do? I think we kick it off with Indeedee still. Is fine. Okay. I'm going to hope this Tusk doesn't think we can kill it, or thinks this Tusk thinks it can kill us. I'm just going to Expanding Force here. Rillaboom enters. Okay, that's not the worst outcome, honestly. We get decent damage off on the Rillaboom. I'm expecting just like a U-turn or something here, so let's go into Hatterene to try to block that. Woodhammer, I would not be upset about either. Okay, so here's... All right, I'm trying to think what the right sequence is here. Like, if we go into Armarouge, can we Aura Sphere and will the T-Tar come in, or will they just go into, like, Dragapult or something, is my concern. Ooh, you know what's interesting here is... Oh, no, because there's... Actually, no. I feel like Poltegeist, this is actually a decent moment for Poltegeist. Yeah, with terrain up especially. But Sandchip, hold on. We could, hold on. We could Terra Grass here. Is that a bad play? We're doing it though. Oh my gosh, it's the fattest Tyranitar ever. Okay, we're clicking Aura. I mean, we're still at full health though, so that's honestly, that could have gone worse. Hopefully they don't realize we have Aura Sphere. This is absolute max bulk. Hold on, how did that live? Like, even with max bulk, how did you survive that? Okay, I guess that was just like, I guess it was just a roll. That was a terrible roll. Hold up. Yeah, that was an absolute dead minimum roll. Unfortunate. Okay, hold on. The T-Tar's down. We may just be pulling this off. We may be pulling this off. Okay. Here, okay, I'm thinking treads. I think this is as good a time as any to go into treads. See if we can make something happen. That's not good. Okay. We probably just die here to a fighting move. If we don't, that'd be awesome. We could also just die to a power-up. That also does it. So a lot of ways this could go for us, and none of them good, I'm afraid. Like, I wish I'd stayed in, but at the same time, how could I have known, right? Okay, so... No, Rilla is not. Rilla is still doing like a billion to Poltegeist. This, like, I don't think you understand Poltegeist. It's like frailty. Like, your Rillaboom Glide is doing 60 without a Shell Smash being active. So no, their Rillaboom is just fine. I don't think they're having any regrets. Okay, yeah, we don't have like a great out here. I think I can Stealth Rock. And yeah, it's low kick. Okay, cool. I mean, not cool, but like, you know, figured, right? Okay, here we can go for, I think just 2 Shadow Balls is what we want to go with, right? Yeah. It at least dealt with it. I mean, that's not bad. Yeah, and by the way, for anyone wondering why I didn't like Shell Smash there or anything, first of all, there's a Rillaboom, but secondly, yeah, sturdy. Okay. I think we keep Poltegeist alive as a sack. I think it's actually pretty valuable in that regard. So I'm going to go... Do they just click U-turn here? There's a chance they just click U-turn. I think they probably do just click. Let's just Shadow Ball then. Yeah, okay. Good thing I didn't switch out. That would have been bad. Okay, that's fine. I think I just go right into this, and because I believe we... It's Armarouge if we go plus. Are we tying? No, Rillaboom's 269, so we outspeed here. I'm just going to go for a big Armor Cannon, and Corviknight goes down. Fine, that works for me. Dragapult enters. Yeah, we super do not stand on this. It is indeedy time. Okay, I don't like to see that. I don't love that at all. What we could do, we could encore into probably a dragon move here and then go in Hatterene. I think that's probably the best angle. Yeah. We can go into Hat here, and then just Draining Kiss is fine. Or do we Expanding Force? Let's Expanding Force. I think that's better. Rillaboom comes in. Okay, like decent damage, right? Nothing crazy, but decent damage. It has to Wood Hammer if it wants to kill us. So I think I D-Kiss here. I'm expecting like a U-turn. I think probably. Yep, there's the U-turn. Let's see what we get. Actually, if it's Ogerpon coming, I should have checked the calc on that. Okay, Expanding Force wouldn't have killed Ogerpon anyway, so I think D-Kiss wasn't either. Ooh, we get the Tusk. Yes, please. Okay, we don't get the Tusk. It is the world's fattest Great Tusk. That is Assault Vest and then some. Okay, Assault Vest. How much is D? Okay, so this is like, I think max HP AV is what we're dealing with here. No more. Okay, well, let's D-Kiss again. Holy. Okay, what are we, like, Tusk, what are we doing, buddy? Like, actually, what is the plan here? Okay, I mean, like, I guess this is kind of an effective strategy, though, isn't it? Trying to think how I get past this. Like, they did burn Terra, so that's good in a way. We could Nuzzle as a start, and then go. I'm trying to think, like, how do we get past the Rillaboom at the end of the day? Does Nuzzle help us? Is another question. I think we do it, yeah. Temper Flare does absolutely 0, because why would it do any damage? Is that really the best move you have to hit me? Like, maybe it is. We could go, we could Healing Wish up Indeedee. That leaves us really vulnerable to just getting knocked up, but we're kind of already at that point. I think, oof, I'm not sure. Do we Healing Wish up? I think we just click Expanding Force here. Okay, Tusk getting paralyzed, that's good. This is so bulky. Oh my god. Okay, but no, now the Temper Flare, yeah. Okay, so I wonder if Indeedee can live this, because this is, I think we go Indeedee here to get up a quick side terrain. To kind of push the Rilla in. Okay, we don't die, cool. And let me quickly, okay, well actually we can't really afford to check. I think we go Hatterene now. The Ice Spinner, oh that sucks. Okay, I think we have to hope that this thing gets the speed. Okay, we do, we get it, and we kill. Slowbro, thank you for just pulling me out of the fire every single time. Absolutely just saving my bacon, as they say. Okay, so Hex, how much is Hex doing? It's definitely Hex this thing has. Okay. I might try to sub. I think let's go for the Expanding Force. Okay, we hit a first one. I'm going to go, I think we go Indeedee here. I think we have to. Okay, and they don't get the sub on us, so that's good. Does Armarouge survive? No, I can't afford to go Armarouge. Yeah, I can't afford to. Does Slowbro live a glide? That's another question. Ingrassy. Okay, it does live a glide, so that actually could be big. Okay, I think I know the sequence here. Well, if Armarouge lives the darts. How much did it do to Indeedee earlier? Because we saw how much the darts did to that. Okay, I think we have to go Arm Rouge and hope we live here. Okay, we super live. Yeah, we're fine there. All right. So now the play is to Expanding Force. I'm gaming. Trust. Okay. And we super die here to glide, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So I go in DD here. Okay. Wait, hold up. Arm Rouge here against the Rillaboom. We're not dying. Okay, I think I have a play. I think I have an insane play here. We're going to... Or do we Expanding Force? I'm going to Endure to let this thing hit me, is the idea. Because I don't think they preserve their Rillaboom here. I think they go for the Glide and then try to win with Dragapult. Got him. Now we Expanding Force. I think they're forced to lose now. Okay, we can Endure. Like might as well go for like a quadruple Endure. Probably not going to get it. Okay, as long as we don't get critical hit here, we win the game. Like, as long as there's no... Hold on, have they Terra'd yet? Yes, they did. As long as we don't get critical hit here, we win. It doesn't matter. Please don't get critical hit. Yes. Oh my gosh. Like the freaking stream for that. We just got past a sub-Pult T-Tar Rilla team with Psychic Terrain. And you know why we were able to get past it? Glowbro. And I gotta say, the fact that I am gaming like this, as sleep deprived as I am, holy, I'm honestly pretty proud about that. That was okay, like maybe, I mean, as I said, maybe I could be missing a ton. Maybe I rewatch this replay later and I'm playing like an absolute kindergartner, and heck, maybe I even lost. This could all be a delusion, but I feel like I'm gaming. Let me know in chat. Let me know, am I gaming or am I gaming? Come on. That was insane. That was insane. Holy, we are 4-0. So let's say Arm Rouge survived the glide anyway. No. But here's the thing. The reason I clicked Endure, the reason I clicked Endure with Arm Rouge wasn't because I was worried about dying to the glide. It was because if I killed it, so I outsped, right? And if I killed the Rillaboom with Expanding Force, okay, let me just kind of break it down. Because this end game was kind of insane. I'm pretty proud of that. Let me get to the right turn here. Yeah, the Endure was not to survive the glide. I knew we lived the glide. Okay. So yeah, here's the sequence, right? We got Arm Rouge here. We Expanding Force. Rilla enters. We die to this, I'm pretty confident. Yeah, we super die to this. So we die to this Grassy Glide. So I sack and DD. Here's why we endured. I'll walk you through the situation. If I were to kill Rillaboom here, because I outsped, I could just click Expanding Force. Dragapult comes in. We don't have Terra available on Slowbro or anything. Well, it wouldn't matter anyway. Dragapult comes in, clicks Darts or Hex twice, and I now have a 44% chance to win because it relies on Quick Draw, right? If I just outspeed and kill this thing here, because that's the key, I outspeed this thing here, right? I outspeed. If I kill it, Pult comes in, kills Arm Rouge, and now I have a 44% chance to win. It depends on whether Quick Claw activates or not. But if I endure here to just stall a turn, make the Rillaboom hit me, well then here we're in a situation where I get the speed boost, if my opponent stays in the next turn, they just lose to Armor Rouge clicking Expanding Force, because now I outspeed the Dragapult the following turn. If they switch to Pult, which is what, and the reason I didn't click like Aura Sphere or something is because I could have critical hit and killed. So I wanted to not kill the Rillaboom. That was the whole point of this, is not killing the Rillaboom. I knew I wouldn't die. It was just to get that speed boost. Because now, if they stay in, I Expanding Force, they die. Pult comes in, I Expanding Force, they die, win the game. But because I made that play, that forced them to go into Dragapult. And now I've got a faster Armor Rouge, so this forces them to click Glide, which Slowbro lives and can then follow up with a Flamethrower. So that was the idea here. And I thought, now there was a chance I click, Endure with the Armor Rouge, right? And then they go into Dragapult and I look like a fool, but I thought the odds of them doing that were pretty low. Definitely better than the 44% chance if I just went with the Quick Claw, Quick Draw chance. So that is the breakdown of why I was doing what I did there. Whew. Yeah, not about stalling the terrain, not about living the Glide. But yeah, at the end, the reason I... why for the Endure 4 times in a row? Yeah, so the Endure 4 times in a row is another one. So it's basically like, I think the odds of getting Endure 4 times in a row are something like 1 in like 10,000. It's terrible. Well, not 10,000. It's probably like 1 in like 3,000 or something. I don't know. It's off the top of my head. I don't know. But basically, there was a chance I lost the game if Slowbro got critical hit. So I figured, try to stall out terrain maybe. Yeah, that was like either try to stall out terrain or, if I got enough Endures off, I could actually switch Armor Rouge out, sack Slowbro, Endure again, and be in a spot where I didn't have to risk a critical hit. So that was why I was enduring several times. But it didn't really matter, but it made my chances of winning going from like, what are the odds of it? Like going from like 94 to like 94.3 or something. It increased my odds of winning slightly. But hey, like sometimes those little things you do matter. Yeah, clicking Endure a bunch of times after that gave me an additional... Okay, we're going to go over that too, because I see some questions about that. I'm going to have to go so far. Okay. So, first thing we got to know is I knew the Rillaboom was choice banned. These are like minor odds optimization stuff, but they're fun. Okay, so Dragapult comes in, dies, cool. All right, Rilla enters. So let's say I just let Armor Rouge die here. I go into Slowbro. My odds of winning are now the 1 minus the odds of a critical hit. So I think critical hit's like 4 point something. So my odds of winning are like 95 point something. At the moment, if I just let Armor Rouge die. If I spam Endure, let's say I get 2 Endures in a row, then that would be... No, I'd need... Yeah, if I got 2 Endures in a row, the optimal play would then be to switch into Slowbro to stall out a turn. And then, yeah, so if I got 2 Endures in a row, the optimal play would actually have been to switch into Slowbro. If it got critical hit, then go in for another double Endure, and if Slowbro didn't get critical hit, I would have had to, I would have guaranteed one with Armor Rouge not risking a critical hit because of the, yeah, it was basically just some minor odds optimization stuff. It gave me probably like actually probably more than one, it probably increased my chances of winning by like a couple percent now that I think about it. Anyway, let's game more. Honestly thought you endured to let Slowbro Aura farm and win it all. I mean, no, it's a priority move. Armor Rouge was never surviving that situation. But I do wonder a bit if is this team good, or am I just kind of gaming on my opponents? Because is Quick Claw spam viable? I think so, yes. I would say yes. But which, like, that sounds like kind of that sounds like a supremely cocky statement from my end, but it's not actually coming from a place of being, like, super arrogant. It's more coming from a place of, I'd rather the team be good than myself be good. I'm a builder at heart. I want this to be, like, viable. We got a fan. That's always nice to see. Okay. So if that T-Tar dies, which we do have a lot of resources to hit T-Tar super effectively, if that T-Tar dies, we are in business. We are in business. So I'm feeling not bad about this. Honestly, not bad at all. I think we do just kick it off with Indeedee, and it's probably going to be ejecting out on the Wellspring. You endured, lives the hit anyways with 5%. You could have just killed a Rillaboom. No, that was after Grassy Terrain. No, a 20% Armarouge is not living a Rillaboom Grassy Glide with -1 defense. You are absolutely tripping. Okay. So I really don't want it to try to set rocks. That would be bad. Is this the rock setter? Possible. I think we go Treads. I don't think this thing's about to click Stealth Rock on me. It did precisely that. Okay, we're going to EQ here for the Petrant. Okay, that's good at least. I think we go for it again. Okay, that's not good. I mean, at least Terra's burned, but that's obviously, this is a bad situation for us, generally speaking. I think we get up our own hazards. At least the fact that they have a Corviknight and a Tusk indicates that they aren't such a big fan of hazards, so not the worst thing in the world. And we get a nice knockoff. So this could have gone worse. This could have gone worse, this whole situation. It's bad, for sure. This is not a good outcome for us, but it could have gone worse. And based on the knockoff damage, I think this is Speedy, which is also bad news. Low-key actually smokes our entire team without help, which is really bad. Oof, yeah, okay. Like, does Glowbro survive? We might have to Terra Glowbro to... So actually, no, Glowbro lives. I think we do go into it here. And I think we could maybe win this game with like Shell Smashing, Terra Grass, and the Wellspring. That could be an angle. I'm going to Expanding Force here. Okay. Okay, please get this. Let's Surf here for sure. But they just, okay, we did get it, but then they, they switched out. But hey, they just kind of let their Petrun well, not die. It's still unfortunately kicking, but we could preserve Slowbro here. I'm trying to think if that's worth it. Because we could Healing Wish it up later. I feel like maybe I'm just on the Slowbro glaze too much, but let's go Hatterene. Yeah, let's try it. Okay, that's not great. But we could Healing Wish right now. Could Nuzzle right now. We could just Draining Kiss as well. I honestly don't hate just clicking Draining Kiss. That seems like not bad. Okay, let's... I think I like Healing Wish here. Please live. Yeah, this is why you run defensive on all your supporting Hatterene. I think people that are not running defensive are just kind of bad. Okay, Armarouge, so let's confirm the damage we saw in that Tyranitar. Should have probably done that earlier. Slowbro Surf did how much to that T-Tar? And Sand was up, we did 23. I think that's like max Spadef. Yeah, so that's, yeah, we got a max Spadef T-Tar on deck. Aurasphere with Snow Sand, though, is doing about that much. So if we go in and click Armor Cannon here, I think that puts us in actually a really strong spot. Wellspring comes in. Okay. I think I Endure into the Aurasphere. Is that worthwhile? I think it is. Ooh, okay. Jeez. Got me. Yeah, well played. Not much to say about that. That's good on them. That was good. They did tear. Okay. Yeah, that's a rough encore. Could go slow, bro, and try to go for the 44%. Could go in DD first. I don't think we really need Psychic Terrain, though. Let's try it. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. Oh, okay, that's, yeah, that's not good. Okay. We can try still. Yeah, we didn't get it, which makes sense, especially with the odds there. We can go in DD, I guess, but this, yeah, it's looking rough, guys. Let's go treads here. Oh, come on. Don't bring out the pull. All right. I think what we have to do here is, hold on. So let's see. Terra Grass. Let's do, no, it's not worth it. Yeah, we can't. It doesn't work. Let's go treads. Okay. We can, it's a helmet corv. We got nothing to say about this. We can't do anything. I guess let's go. We could Healing Wish up with. Let's go Armor Rouge for now. I don't think this thing stays in. It should be a switch 2 Corv here. Yeah, so I mean, at least we caught that. So that's something. Yeah, we do just Armor Cannon. We get Petrant Sack on deck, which, yeah, makes sense. Trying to think if there's any world where we can pull something out here. Just Poltergeist taking from one of these. Okay, I don't know what we can do. I'm gonna try this angle. But I don't think this is going to work, but we can try it. Let's knock off here. I'm going to go Armor Rouge because I think they roost here. I don't think they go for any like Brave Bird or anything crazy. Yeah, no, we just they sacked the Pokemon that definitely beat me, so that's good news. But no, it's still like we're still super cooked. GG, we finally taken out. Let's see, like what went so wrong here. This was tragic. It was really the rocks getting up, honestly. That's what did it. We should have just gone like instant Hatterene on that. That pretty much cooked the entire game. So let's just next time, let's just not risk the hazards going up. Your size spam has no dark resist. Yeah, it has no resist to like a billion types. That's well, actually no, that's only water and dark. But like, yeah, that's not necessarily a problem. Did we keep the receipt for Poltergeist? Yeah, Hawlucha would have been pretty good there, wouldn't it have been? Yeah, Hawlucha would have been pretty good. Would have been pretty good. We'll give it one more run, and then if it doesn't do well, we'll place it. But like, The thing about that game, it was like so close to being good, but then that's not really an excuse, is it? No, this is like very much semi Trick Room. This is not a full TR team. Speaking of which, we might want to go TR and Hatterene actually over Nuzzle. Wonder if that's worthwhile. Let's honestly do it. I feel like that would actually serve us better in some cases. But no, let's try. I mean, we're nearing the end, so let's try Hawlucha and just see if it's like instantly fire. Psychic Seed, SD, Acro, CC, Encore. We'll just go with the classic set, the one that's good, the one everybody knows, everyone understands. 288, I believe, is for Scarfry. I think we'll just go with that. I'm not going to check that because I'm tired, but should be it. And we'll go Terra Ground. I like Terra Ground on these. Gets you the benefit of that priority absorption, and is good against Raging Bolt. Maybe Terra Steel Lucha. Yeah, no, opponent did they did play that well also. It's not like they were playing like trash and I just threw. Like they played that super well. But yeah, the rocks going up was tragic. I think that was the big mistake. Maybe Terra Steel on Lucha. For Rilla, just like thinking about like maintaining that that resist. Also helps with Goldango, which is kind of nice. But we'll start with Terra Ground. Yeah, the Encore into Armarouge was, well, no, like they all run Endure. That wasn't that crazy of a play. I don't think there was any funny business going on. Like all Armarouge on Side Trainer Endure. Okay. Well, let me just make sure I'm unburdened. Yeah, we are unburdened. Okay. Whew. Terra Electric, as you set up on Zapdos and Gold. Yeah, I like Terra. Actually, I mean, we do have a decent Raging Bolt answer already, so maybe Terra Electric is the play here. Because that is nice. You're right, that is nice for some stuff. Yeah, let's go with Terra Electric. Let's try that. I still think maybe we go Steel for the Rillaboom, but I like Terra Electric. That's not a bad idea at all. It can Reiza. Definitely recognize that name. Been around a while. Love your vids, homie. What are the odds of a Whimsicott vid? Well, there was a video where I actually talked about Whimsicott recently, but do you mean like a Whimsicott stream? If so, probably like medium low. I think Whimsicott on Sun is kind of already being explored, right? Like people generally know what Whimsicott on Sun is up to. It's, it's Chlorophyll, Life Orb, Terra Ghost, Growth, Giga Drain, Moonblast, Shadow Ball. It's good, but it's just not that exciting. Like Sun teams are kind of boring, they're a little bit boring to me. Some Sun teams I think are fun, but most are they're a bit stale. So if I were to run Whimsicott, it would either be like a support set, like an Encore one, kind of like a Sableye sort of situation, which could be interesting. I might try that, or I might try another Tailwind team. So those are the ones I'd say are possibilities. Terra Grass for Rilla and Bolt. No, because sort of it helps with Rilla and Bolt, but then you get smoked by Zapdos, which is one you definitely want to consider. Okay, let's see. This looks like a pretty okay matchup for us, honestly. There's no Hawlucha looks quite strong. Doesn't Hawlucha already resist grass? Yeah, but it's like you Terra Ground for a Raging Bolt, and then a Rilla comes in and smokes you. That's kind of the idea. So Terra Steel also helps with Patch Runt, which is something worth considering as well. But Whimsicott in Rain, though? Dang. Okay, well, anyway, let's see here. Especially, I love that we have TR Hat now. That actually, I think that looks pretty good here. I don't see a reason not to just kick it off with Indeedee. That looks pretty strong. We like you don't kill with any, like you don't even kill with an overheat. So I have no idea what the vision was here. Unless it's going to Terra Fire overheat, it did not try to do that. Okay, so super weird start from our opponent. They just give us a Pokemon, which I'm down. I'm super down, but like, okay. Like, I don't believe that this is about to pull like modest max special. Like, I don't believe that. So I'm going to Expanding Force and let's see what this thing wants to do. Like on a team like this, it would make no sense to be. I don't know. If we died, that'd be really bad. I think we go for Expanding Force. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're obviously at low health, but I think that's okay. So we see the Calc come out, Expanding Force. That indicates this is probably the exact set we thought it was. Actually, that's probably yeah. Which it would have taken a pretty high, quite a high roll to kill us, but that's okay. But that yeah. So this is indeed the big scary Prim. AV. Okay. Probably just Tattering here. Could we go Armarouge and like Terra Psychic and kill this thing? Let's check the calc on Indeedee again here. So we did 83. So it's at least, I think we probably can, based on that calc. We probably could go that angle. Do we want to go that angle? I think we do. Honestly, I think that looks good. So let's bring in Hattering here. Go Armarouge and hit that Terra Psychic. Okay, in comes Kingambit. That's fine. I don't really mind this one bit. We can go Treads here. And we can get up Stealth Rock. Why not? Cool. Let's Earthquake now. I don't really understand the way my opponent's playing this game. I feel like they're playing in such a way that benefits us like a lot. Okay, so this is kind of the world's most obvious Rapid Spin. So I'm sort of thinking we Terra Ghost, and we EQ. Let's see what they go for. It is the Rapid Spin. Happy I did that. It seems like a weird Terra because it's like I Terra'd a 1% Pokemon, but that just put us in such a commanding position that I think it was super worthwhile. So I'm going to go into I think we Rapid Spin here. Okay, good. We see so that's what I was. I'm not going to say use the word worried, but that's like what I was anticipating. So I'm going to go into Hat here. Then I think we eject out, and then we just go into the Lucha, I'd say. See, okay, there's the Psycho Boost coming out. So that changes things a little bit. Thinking, do we want to kind of rearrange our priorities a wee bit? I think we do. Let's I think we can go, because we can save the Hawlucha for later to make sure this thing doesn't end up cooking our goose. So we can go Armarouge now. And is Shadow Ball even killing us? It's not. Modest Life, or they need to Terra to kill with Shadow Ball, so that's good for us too. So I'm going to, I think we just Expanding Force here. They go for the Shadow Ball. That is, I am surprised to see that. That is a surprising play to me. You can get, what are you doing? So we can Endure here to scout for their Terra. Okay, let's just do, I don't know what they're doing. I have no clue. I don't know what the vision is. Okay, I'm just going to Armor Cannon this time. We kill anyway. Sick. And they forfeit. Okay, yeah, that was a super one-sided game. I don't really know what my opponent was doing. I don't think they're used to facing side terrain. That was, they were kind of tossing the entire time, which, I mean, it happens. Like, I got to remember to be nicer. But yeah, there were some weird plays there. It definitely did not seem like they were too familiar with Psychic terrain. I think they needed to... I think the way they should have played that would have been... Well, like, why'd they... There's a point at which they switched out. Let me be constructive here. Yeah, okay, this was a weird lead. Indeedee is a super common lead. Right off the bat, I would have said, given how good Primarina looks, start firing off hits with Primarina. Don't lead and just sack Ironmoth for no reason. Then here, yeah, the Kingambit double was weird. I would say just keep attacking, like, because you're going to need to burn the eject button at some point. You're going to need to burn the eject button. Like, you're not going to be able to get around that, and unless you don't want your Prim to ever do anything this entire game, you're going to have to hit something. So, yeah, this switch I don't think was good. I don't think the switch was good. That was, I think, maybe just a bit of bad fortune. I don't know what the rules were on that. And then the rest of the game was played okay, but there was really just nothing you could do. Yeah, the initial start with being like too scared to activate the eject button, it's going to happen at some point. Might as well do it with Primarina, and I think it should have been a Primarina lead instead of an Ironmoth lead. Was the mistake. So I'm trying to be more, I guess we'll be more constructive, because what I realize is so many people like watch these VODs in the back, and like a lot of people in the OU ladder are, I guess I'd say like, fans. So I'll sometimes I'll be like in one of these streams, be like, oh, that was wow. I'm like, wow, my opponent must be like tripping balls. I'm like, that was like the worst play I've ever seen. And then someone in the comments section will be like, hey Pinka, that was me. And I'm like, right, I gotta remember these are like I'm at the size now that like a significant amount of my ladder opponents will probably see what I say about them. So I've got to be kinder. Trying to be kinder. Someone just brutalized me with your Glowbro set and then told me that they got it from your live stream. Lol. I'm happy to see. Okay, we got a Rillaboom team on deck, which I think this is intentional. I think knowing the side terrains on the ladder, I think you want to pull up with the Rillaboom, which I'm okay with. Fair enough. I think we can kick this off with Treads. Treads looks like a really solid lead here into a lot of their team. Curem is interesting. I'm okay with getting up Stealth Rock to start with. Okay, Ice Beam. That is, I think that's Specs damage, but let me confirm that. No, that is not Specs damage. Holy Curem, I tell you. So we could just Earthquake here. We could do that. Yeah, we could just Earthquake here, but then then we don't really have anything to fight the Hazard War, which is not so good. It's probably AV again. People tend to like their sets. They kind of just repeat the same stuff a lot. Hawlucha looks amazing. Definitely point Hawlucha. We could go... Okay, I think... We could EQ here. We could also knock off. Knock off into Armarouge, I think, is not a bad call. I think let's go with that. I'm pretty sure this is going to be AV. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. And let's calc that knockoff quickly, because that did nothing. Yeah, okay. No, hold on. Yeah, oh no, that is what the... So that did 20. So you are max HP, and maybe then some. You are... Are you bold max? You are, like, significantly defensively invested. That's kind of insane, but I guess I respect it. Okay, I think we go Indeedee. I think we go Indeedee double to Armarouge, I think is the play. Okay, don't freeze me. Good. Appreciate that. Okay, so that Ice Beam damage indicates that... Oh, that's weird. How are they max... How are you also... Maybe that was just like a really bad roll. I don't know. I don't understand really what's going on here. I think we just expanding force. Let's see. Hopefully we don't die here. Okay, the Ice Beam again. Please don't freeze me again. Okay, we haven't gotten frozen today, which is really nice. I'll just say that. It's nice to not get frozen. Okay, let's... I guess we just expanding force again, right? Okay, cure him down. I mean, that's good. I'm thinking this is going to be offensive. I don't think you have a defensive Dio with a Glamora. So I'm inclined to go into Indeedee, and what I expect is going to be a Shadow Ball. Okay, that's not good. Yikes. Why? Okay, well, we got. Let's yikes. Let me try to double into Armor Rouge. Oh, this is not good. Okay, let's Armor Cannon here. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is I mean, Hawlucha better pull through. That's all I'm saying. Okay, we got skill swap pressure. That's not great. Yeah, we can just sack this here. Okay, we see Life Orb come out. All right. Yeah, okay. I think we go Indeedee here, and then I think it's the plays into Hatterene. Oh, that's not good. It's expanding for it. We're gonna get Meteor Beamed here. Oh no, it's just a more. Okay, that's honestly. Oh no, but it. Oh right, I forgot about the eject. Okay, that's We are getting fried, ladies, and we. Okay, and they. Yep, and they got us. Okay. Yeah, I think we lose. I mean, that's bad. Should have gone hard Hatterene on the it's every single Pokemon that has a hazard. I just got to go right into it and do the thing. Yeah, that. Oh, wow, that was a. We didn't get the draw either. That's terrible. I'm trying to think. So I think I have one. Do I even have that out? Yeah, so I think I have kind of an out here. So I can go into this, which should force an Earth Power, which allows me to go into Lucha. That's, I think, kind of my angle here. So let me expand for and okay, Energy Ball. That's all right. I guess we'll work with what we got. So I have to Encore here. That still did way too much. I'm going to hope they Sucker Punch. They shouldn't, but okay. Let's CC here. Actually, I'm going to Acro. Okay, yeah, they didn't. Okay, yeah, GG. Yeah, once again, hazards. Every single time there's a Pokemon with hazards, just got to go right into it and shut it down with Hatterene every single time. We were playing under a bit of a disadvantage there where our opponent knew our team. We did not know theirs. But yeah, had I just gone right into Hatterene, we would have, I think, super won the game. That was not a matchup problem. That was a me playing problem. But no, there was no way Lucha was getting past that, realistically. Because it couldn't Terra, because then the Rillaboom would come in and kill, and there was double priority, and there were like lots of Pokemon that could force a CC. Lucha was never winning that end game there. It was yeah. Yeah, we are facing a ton of Rillaboom. I definitely think Ladder is intentionally C-teaming. I'd imagine, which is like fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But like, you know, if you just got smoked by a side terrain team and then you're like, okay, let me pull up with my Rilla squad. I mean, I'm not hating. Like, that makes a ton of sense. But yeah, so I think this, but no, like, that was not a matchup problem. I think matchup-wise, we actually win that game. Okay, but actually, I'm sorry, skill swap on that deal, that's suspicious. That feels a little bit like an intentional snipe. I do wonder if that one was an intentional snipe. Because you've got a Rilla squad with a skill swap. Yeah, that's... Someone said, why did you anticipate Sucker Punch? I didn't. I was hoping for a throw. Sucker Punch did not make sense there. But like if my opponent clicked Iron Head, I definitely lose. So I was hoping they click Sucker Punch for no reason. And like when you're in a really bad spot, hope your opponent throws, even if it's very improbable for them to do so. Ask yourself, what play could they make that would give me a chance to win, and then follow that angle. HF. Okay, I really like Glowbro here. I think Nasty Plot Surf is a really, really nice angle. So that's probably the direction we want to take this game in. We really are worried about the Tinglu setting hazards, so that's definitely a concern. We want to kick it off with Indeedee for sure. Weavile leads. Okay, interesting. That's okay. I think we're okay with that. Should just be Hatterene, I'm thinking. Well, but that's our... I'm guessing Armrouge is not living a knockoff. No. So, okay. Oh, let's go Hat. Yeah. Okay, then that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. And I think here we go Treads. I'm thinking you probably go Gold. No, I'm not saying nobody runs Skill Swap. I'm saying it's rare, and it's definitely suspicious to run into... Okay, we've learned the lesson. We're going to go directly into Hatterene. Okay, the first time ever something didn't click the hazard, like off rip. But okay, it is what it is. Does this live an Earthquake? It does. So I think we actually go hard into Armrouge here. It seems like as good a time as any to see if our boy can do it. Okay, that's not great. I don't like that. Yeah, Shadow Ball just kills us, so that's not good. Like, it might not be that set, but it also just totally could be, so that sucks. I don't know what we do here. Like, why did you switch there? Like, what? Okay, well. Let's go, I guess, Indeedee on the obvious Shadow Ball, and then we can double, like, Treads? This is rough. This is. I think we got to get Slowbro in and start nasty plotting and Terra Watering and all that. Okay, I'm going to just Earthquake right off the bat. Okay, fine. Like we could. I don't think it's worth it. We could knock off here. We could rock into... Well, we probably knock off first, then we could stealth rock up. Is that a play I want to make? Actually, no, Flamethrower just straight up kills, so we don't want to make that play. I guess let's go Armrouge. I mean, this is just not going so well. Yeah, our opponent is... Like, we've managed to do nothing, and our opponent has stalled out all of our side terrain turns. So good on... I mean, they're playing this well, but we've got to put the pressure on. Okay, maybe they're not playing this. I'm confused. Maybe they're just like going in circles because 1591 is not the level at which I'd be expecting these plays. So it could be they're just kind of clicking stuff. Let me get the timer on here. Okay, Gliscor enters. Yeah. So I'm gonna go Hatterene again. Let's go Indeedee now. Please don't knock off. Okay, goes for Protect, cool. And let's go back into the Armrouge here. Okay, cool. Now, so we're active, we're ready to go. We'll click Armor Cannon here for sure. Lou has a chance to get to it KO'd actually, which is cool. Gliscor is likely to die here. It'll have to Terra to get out of that. I don't know what this calc is showing though. Is that against leftovers, Tinglu? Yeah, no, like chance with leftovers is like close to 0. Okay, that was a decent roll though. So we now have a chance. Let's see. We do not get it, unfortunately. But I can't really complain, you know. Yeah, can't really complain. Let's go in and knock here. Okay. I think it is worth the rocks because that also kills the Tinglu. So I think I will do it this time. Okay. And now I think it's time to go Slowbro. And I think it's time to Terra Water Nasty Plot. Yeah, I think this puts us in a really strong spot. So you can make a good team and a couple weeks later it becomes bad. Very rarely does that happen. Usually a good team, if you build a team that like you win like, you know, a few games with, then that can sometimes not mean much. Please don't be like Boots or something stupid. Why is it Boots? Please get the quick draw here, Slowbro. Okay. They tried to Whirlwind. That's insane. I'm glad they got greedy. But no, yeah, what was I going to say? What am I talking about? I'm losing my marbles. No, like, it's a very uncommon occurrence. I hope they don't go Weavile. But, like, at least if they go Weavile, I probably can win with, like, Hawlucha? I don't know, we'll see. Okay, that's, I'm down to take this out. Should be, I think, just a flamethrower here. Please, Slowbro. Okay, quick draw. There we go. Huge. Look at Mega Man go. Look at Mega Man go. This is, I wonder if we kill with Surf. We don't kill with Surf. We have to Expanding Force. Okay, don't get confused. Okay, didn't get confused. You're going crazy, Mega Man. You're doing what you got to do. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it going. I'm wondering here if we want to. No, I think we just Surf here. Okay, so that is definitely a pretty big shutdown for our friend Slowbro. That got us. That definitely got us. But I think then Hawlucha is the angle. Ice Shard, yeah, Ice Shard's not doing that much, so. How much is expanded? Did we kill this Gliscor with Expanding Force? Chance to. Let's go for it, yeah. Okay, they go for the Protect, which makes sense. Does EQ kill us? Chance to. We also have a chance for the speed. Okay, they unfortunately were kind of double worst case scenario occurs there. Let's just go for the Expanding Force, I think. Okay, sick. They sack Molt. No idea why you'd sack Moltres there. I think that's a super... Not question. That's not even question. That's just like... I think that's just a wrong play, but... happy to see it, of course. I think... let's see here. Yeah, I think we have to stay in here. So I think we... Does Hawlucha kill with an Acro against Weavile? Does not. So we have to kind of CC, but I think that's fine. Have they Terra? Yeah, they did. It was Gliscor. I guess we Healing Wish here. Okay, we do indeed die. The rolls have not gone in our favor a single time, which is frustrating. Okay, you don't stay in here ever, I don't think. I think we SD. You did stay in. Okay, well, we have a chance to live, and we just did not. Oh my god, dude. Okay, well, we can TR here. Maybe we get a miss on the. I mean, knockoff should kill. Has a chance to. Maybe in triple. I don't know why you would stay in there. I guess. I mean, okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's GG. I guess that. Wow, that super sucked. Yeah, that was a series of unfortunate events for sure. We had a chance to live the knockoff. We didn't. We had a chance to get the quick draw. We didn't. We had a chance to live the EQ, which would have put us in this position. We didn't. Wow. Yeah. That was just that sucked. Honestly, not much. That was yeah. That was a combination of. I mean, I guess we got. I don't know what this means. I don't know what illy means. Oh, I love you. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, like that end game really sucked. I'm gonna go for one more. That was just yeah, no, that was bizarre. I think that was some like not the best plays, but I mean it happens. But yeah, like no, every single roll kind of went against us there, which was really frustrating, but it happens. No, I did not throw. No, the SD play I think was solid. There was a really good shot. We lived 2 of those ice shards. We just got like every single roll. Like all we needed was one like 30, 40, 50, 60% chance to go our way, and it just like time and time again it did not. So like, yes, I don't know. Honestly, I think the playing was solid. I think the playing was solid. Yeah, it was just like every single roll was terrible, and then there was, but yeah, like the thing is, if you go Gliscor there and then you Toxic, right? If Toxic was the last slot on there, I lose. So I don't think the Swords Dance was a bad play. I think that was a perfectly valid play to go for. Or actually, well, unless maybe after the Gliscor took down, maybe CC into Acro killed because it couldn't protect to heal back up. I'd have to check. It could have just been a complete throw. But I think the Gliscor could live. But that's I forgot it couldn't protect to heal back up. So let me just, it's gonna bother me if I don't know. So let's just quickly check what the Gliscor was at. Gliscor was at 91 EC. No. I stand by the plays. We just got kind of RNG'd. Yeah, I know Glisk was water type. CC still did like, well, okay, let me double check the calc. Hawlucha versus Gliscor. Yeah, 46 max. Nah, we went in and we got poisoned. That was game. So we went in. If we went in and CC'd and we got poisoned, we lost. So I completely stand by my plays. That was not a throw. We just combination of losing every play and mostly though just terrible rolls. Mostly terrible rolls. But no, that was not choked, not thrown. That was well played. Okay, so yeah, F with all the care. I hate saying your name. Not a throw. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, Slowbro looks really nice again. Lucha looks potentially good. I wonder if we want to go Terra Ghost on Lucha. Maybe. Well, let's just kick it off with Indeedee. Been taking too long. Okay, I'm super down to Expanding Force this thing. I know it's just going to Ice Spinner, like for sure, but get a little bit of show. Actually, well, it's probably... See, the issue is, it's probably one of those Roost ones, so I don't think this Expanding Force will actually... Oh, okay, never mind. Maybe it wasn't going to ever Expanding Force. I don't understand. That's a weird play, but hey. Okay. Tinglulu is rough. I guess we go Hat. I mean, that's all we can really do. Maybe not eject. Maybe we don't want eject on Hat. Crazy as that sounds. Sometimes I wonder if this is like really the best option. I think we have to just try to like fight with our own hazards. I'm going to start with a knockoff. You would live shard after 1 toxic round and -1 def. So Gliscor has this move called Protect. They do not need a double tact. You are absolutely wrong about that. Toxic, okay, one toxic comes off, that's 6%. Then next turn is 12, right? Because it gets the Protect. On the turn I kill the Gliscor, now we've taken, what is it? 18, but now we've taken 36 and we're at -1. Weavile guaranteed kills with Ice Shard. You are just wrong. You are simply incorrect. That's all there is to it. I mean, it's not how it works. Okay. Let's go Hat here. It's weird that we're not seeing Earthquakes. Okay, there it is. That makes more sense. Let me go with Lucha now. Okay, cool. That worked out better than it usually does. I think I will Encore. Okay, sick. That went well. Gliscor enters, we're -1. Toxic. Ends up being 36 total. Like, yeah, no, there's no world where we live that situation. Okay, let's see. Do we live an Ice Spinner into an Extreme Speed? It does not. Oh, we super do not now. Dragon Tail, yeah, that'll do it too. Okay, we get out in I mean, that's honestly, that's not bad. I'll take that. Let's Expanding Force here. Okay, sick. I think they'll want to get out of this. Well, they should want to get... I'm going to go for it again, though. Relying on rationality has not been going so well for us, so... Okay, that's kind of an interesting play. I think we sack Hat here, and then we go Slowbro, I think. I think it's time for the Terra Water. That Expanding Force damage, we should check that as well. Oh, this is a super bulky Heatran, so that's good to know also. Okay, we see Stealth Rock come out. Okay, okay. We'll Healing Wish here in case like Magma Storm comes out and misses or something, but probably... Well, we could go Armarouge. Could be interesting. Because that is... I think this Heatran, based on that damage, is quite bulky, so... but Armarouge could be kind of good in the end game. Could go Hawlucha as well. It's like a chance of working if they try to go for the EP. Let's hope they go for the EP and go Lucha, because this seems like a rough matchup. And they unfortunately do match. It's weird to me that how many of these have Magma Storm, honestly. But let's Terra Water Nasty Plot here. You didn't live double Ice Shard either. Did you see the calc that showed we lived double Ice Shard? Or had a solid chance to? Your position is completely untenable. All right, let's hopefully we get the speedy thing here. Not loving... Okay, hold on. We do? Okay, I'll take that. I'll accept the double Magma hit since we got that. Ting-Lu comes out. Yeah, I'm definitely just clicking Surf on this. They probably try to get up hazards here, I would think. But I'm honestly okay with that. Okay, we see the EQ come out. Do we live another one? Probably not. We definitely Healing Wish up. The question is to do it now or later. I think later. But let's go in DD. Armor Rouge, I believe, lives this, right? It does. That's epic. So what I think we do then is we sack Hat here. Then we go Armor Rouge. The Heatran dying is really, really nice. Yeah, because now we go for Expanding Force. And we're looking so good. Please EQ me. Oh, yes, sir. I think that's game, is it not? I think we click Expanding Force 5 times, and that's GG. I mean, you don't have Terra. I'm clicking expand. Like, there's no way you're not like a... Yeah, this should be GG. Unless it's an unaware Clefable, which would be... I'd be livid if this turns out to be an unaware Clefable on Hazard stack. I would be pissed. But actually, we might even kill that. No, we don't. We wouldn't kill that if it was unaware. Good stuff, Armor Rouge. This is why you run Armor Rouge. This is why you don't run Cerulege. You run Armor Rouge. For any of you who are doubting the Rouge, here we go. This team actually seems good. Like this side terrain team we've got here. I think potentially Booster Treads might be better here. Steel/Ghost, maybe. Maybe Ghost for D-Knight. And what was the other? Booster Treads, maybe as well. Yeah, Slowbro. Slowbro destroyed there. Yeah, like even though Armor Rouge did the sweep, the way was paved by Slowbro. Slowbro forced a Tinglu Terra and killed the Heatran, so that was not doable without Slowbro. This team actually seems fire. I think remove. So let's make some possible changes notes. So I'd say Terraing the only, but like if you didn't Terra the Tinglu there, what do you do about the Slowbro? Like it was ready to just destroy the entire team. So it was kind of a trap. So possible changes, I'd say eject on Treads, remove eject on Hat. I'd say maybe like Helm Leftovers. I would say maybe in Custap Berry. Leftovers, Custap could all be interesting. Booster on Treads. Terra Ghost on Lucha. D-Knight or Steel Rilla slash or I guess like Steel slash Poison for like Rilla slash Petch. Yeah, I think I'm being rage baited. There's no way you actually think I threw that game. FDH. Ruination doesn't activate weakness policy? Really? I mean, yeah, like, here's the thing. Thousands of people watch these VODs. Anyone who thinks I threw that game is welcome to go back and see if they think close combat plus the Gliscor poisoning... The situation you're talking about, because Gliscor comes in, right, eats CC, clicks Toxic, protects once, then dies. In the best case scenario, assuming no double protect. That's 3 turns of toxic damage and -1. Hawlucha is super dying to that. So you're wrong. You're just wrong. Anyone can go and check that and see that you're a complete clown. Okay, but I think I'm being rage baited. I don't think they actually think that. Which I don't like rage baiting. It's just like, guys, just like be real with me. You know what I mean? But it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so let's see. That's a possibility. I think the Slowbro set was really good. I think Terra Water Surf. I believe that was Leonardo's idea as well. Terra Water Surf was great. I think this exact set was Leonardo's idea. And yeah, this worked excellent. Still not sure about the speed thing. We'll see about that. I don't think Terrifier is something I'd really consider on this team. I think you threw that game, should have went to your opponent's house and unplugged their computer. Facts. Yeah, that would have been good. The TR works pretty well, honestly. I think the TR on Didi was really quite good. I like that. Eject on treads, booster on treads. I think these are the changes. Yeah, Terra Ghost on Lucha. Heal, booster on treads, remove eject, potentially add eject to the treads. Yeah, I think this seems good. Yeah, so, and honestly, like, I think 2 of our losses, one of them was just kind of unfortunate. I'm like that one where we just got like lost a billion rolls, and then there was the one that I just kind of played wrong against the Deoxys. That I think we had a decent matchup. And then there was one we also got gained. But like the team, the crazy thing is we faced a ton of Rillabooms. We beat like half of them. And well, I think, yeah, we beat like half of them. Yeah, I think we beat like half of them. And this team, like, this actually seems consistent. This seems like almost like a consistent Psychic Terrain team. So I think this deserves further exploration. But the Slowbro was really powerful. So I think I'll probably do a part 2 with this team. And yeah, I'm excited. This is super. Why did we forego Poltergeist? It just sucked. I mean, it wasn't consistent. You'd see a dark type and you're like, welp, Poltergeist isn't doing anything. Without Terra Blast, it's just not that good. Yeah. Okay. Well, and like the team doesn't rely on TR at all, but having the double TR around for Glowbro, I think is pretty nice. Yeah, no, the reason I'm not really considering fire on... I mean, I guess we could consider fire on Lucha. But it's just... I mean, sure. I'll put fire. Worth considering. Yeah, Molt. What was the other thing? Rilla. Molt, Rilla. Okay, yeah, sure. We can put that in there. But probably we'll stick with electric. I prefer Cinderace side terrain. Yeah, I mean, we could like try Cinderace. It's a fine note. Probably over treads. If so, remove Lucha so the team doesn't get smoked by Raging Bolt. It's a possibility. We can give it a go, but I think this was pretty good. All right, yeah. Thank you guys very much for attending. This was, I think, like, despite the fact we went 6-3, which isn't like a crazy record, but I honestly feel great about this. I think this went super well. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for attending. Let me try to time this right. End this in 3, 2,